Welcome to NBA Basketball. I'm Damon Bruce, and we've got it for you here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It'll be the Orlando Magic facing off against the Portland Trail Blazers. And that'll do it from the studio. Let's get you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports broadcast crew at the arena. I'll see you back here at halftime.
A breathtaking view of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the setting for our game tonight. Hello again, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for the Magic, Armstrong is out there with Williams. A big first for this young rookie, getting his first starting appearance. Then it's Maggette, and it's Wallace in at the 4 slot. And for Portland, and it's Wallace in at the power forward position.
Boy, it was a wreck of a season for the Magic last year. Started off decently, but then it went downhill fast. A 10-game losing streak, followed shortly again with a 12-game losing streak. Surprisingly, they did play well against the West, though.
And Clark, as you said, probably the last thing anyone expected last season was for the Magic to do well against the West. But it happened, Steve. Half their wins came out of the conference.
Yeah, they actually had a winning record against the Pacific Division, believe it or not. I think some of that is that the Western teams kind of took Orlando for granted, particularly on the road. But look, in the end, it doesn't matter what your record is in conference, against divisions, against the league. What it's about is your total record, and they're looking to get better.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Armstrong. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Back to Wallace. Pass to Smith. Knocked away. The feed to Wallace. Number 11. Shot is off. And Orlando the other way now. And the pass to Armstrong. Outside Williams. Orlando moving the ball around. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Oh, man, he's on the highlight reel every night. And if you're guarding the rim defensively and he's coming at you, look out.
And don't forget now, a walking highlight reel every time he steps on the court. His flair for the dramatic makes him worth the price of admission all by himself.
No good on the free throw.
You know, at 33 and 49 on the season last year, the Blazers were well below 500, but they were a 500 team against the Eastern Conference.
Second free throw, no good. Portland, as you said, was 500 against the East last season. They were 15 up and 15 down. You know, you look at how other teams with that record fared against the East, and Steve, 500 isn't bad.
Well, usually when you finish 16 games under 500 for the season, as the Blazers did, you don't go 500 against either conference. But, you know, they happen to just have a good matchup, apparently, with a lot of their Eastern opponents, and they did pretty well.
Clearly, Orlando was a team in transition last year. They had a group of younger, inexperienced players, and many times when that's the case, you'll get off to slow starts in games, and that certainly proved to be true for the Magic.
The first free throw is good. Well, Clark, you mentioned that the Magic were at the very bottom of the league when it came to scoring in the first quarter of games. Steve, you got to get better as the game went on, obviously, but you can't start every game in a hole down like they did and expect to do well.
Well, we just go back to the roster, and that explains everything. I mean, you look at who they had, the lack of a go-to scorer out of the gates, and that explains the slow start. So this is really all about continuing to build the roster and try to put together some talent.
Here is Armstrong, doubled by Wells. Wallace with the ball, and it's Wallace picking him up. Pass to Armstrong. Maggette outside. Off target from outside. Orlando on D. Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
Kevin, they need to have all 5 guys on the floor to be alert on defense at all times in this one because of the caliber athleticism they are facing. He told his team, if you snooze for 1 second, they'll backdoor pick you and get an alley-oop. We have to be on our game here, guys. They don't want to get dunked on, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Williams after the miss from Atkins. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got his first points in this one.
That's exactly what they had in mind on that possession.
Dishes it to Wallace. He kicks it to Smith. No one near him. And that's good for 2.
Well, they needed that one finally. That's just 1 of 5 now overall.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Armstrong kicks to Williams. Feeds it to Armstrong. Corey Maggette on the wing. And the 3 off target. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Wells passes to Smith. Smith right side. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Armstrong kicks to Williams. There's the dish to Armstrong. He feeds it to Maggette. From deep three-point range. Again, the miss by Maggette. And Portland has possession. Wallace, the pass to Wells. Smith on the wing. Shoots it. Second shot opportunity. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point.
You know, guys, Portland had one of the worst benches in the history of the league last season. You know, they didn't get much contribution there. It was almost like they went into every game playing 5 versus 12.
Wallace hits 2 free throws. Well, as Clark was talking about when referring to the Blazers, the bench scoring was a big problem for him as they didn't have anyone really outside their starting 5 that Steve could be counted on for 7 points or more a game.
Yeah, look, the NBA game is 48 minutes long. It's tough to survive for those full 4 quarters when you have no offensive punch off the bench. But I think this offseason they added a lot of firepower, a lot of scoring in reserve, and we'll see if that makes a difference for this team this year.
Orlando trailing here. Passes to Armstrong. Parker outside, expanding his range. That is good.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The pass to Atkins. Back to Smith. The three. That's good. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about him as a player, but one thing that really stands out is the quick trigger. He can catch the ball in space, defenders all over him, but in an instant, lets that shot go, and he is accurate.
Something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
Armstrong. Portland grabs the miss. Wallace has got his third rebound on the night. Wells passes to O'Neal. Picked him clean. He dishes it to Armstrong. Clock at 6. Parker kicks to Armstrong. No good on the triple. Portland leading. Smith outside. Pass to Wells. Passes it to Atkins. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. The Magic trail by 4. Armstrong kicks to Parker. There's 1:38 left to play here in the first. Number 31, defended by Wells. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Armstrong. Connects in the foul line jumper. Armstrong's got his second bucket of the game to go. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
There was a lot of talk about the Magic not getting equal value when they traded Dwight Howard to the Lakers before last season, but you take a look at how both teams started, the Lakers and the Magic, and for a time there, the Magic had a better record early in the season than the Lakers. So I think it worked out okay for the Magic.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 1:14 left to play in the first. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Pippen misses. Well, Clark, like you said, hard to believe, but it's true. The Magic did have a better record than the Lakers for the early part of the season, but that was mostly due to a surprise down year from the Lakers, Steve, and a hot start for Orlando.
And remember, the Magic did get that big win at Staples against L.A. That was kind of a revenge for the D. Howard trade. But as time wore on, the Magic's lack of talent showed, and they really struggled the rest of the season.
Here's Stoudemire after the made shot from Mercer. Outside Pippen. Back to Stoudemire. Outside Pippen. Stoudemire outside. He passes to Pippen. Hits it from three-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Harpering. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here we go with Scottie Pippen. Stoudemire with 1 on the clock. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. It's the Trailblazers leading by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
And it's really been a dominant effort on the glass. That's been the key here.
Yeah, they've established nice low post presence, which always tends to help you on the rebounding battle.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Pippen kicks to Stoudemire. Back to Pippen. Takes the 3. And the shot is good. Pippen's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Trailblazers.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
The pass to Mercer. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And here are the Trailblazers now. 4-point game. Anthony with it. Stoudemire outside. Outside Pippen. The shot. And again, it's Portland converting.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
Well, great sign, because after that poor first quarter, now they're playing better offensively, and they have the lead.
And Orlando has possession. Shot clock at 6. Number 18, guarded by Stoudemire. And he starts out with a miss in this one.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's Anthony. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And now an 8-point Portland lead.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Pass to Mercer. Here's Harpering. The rebound by Grant.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Stoudemire outside. Anthony kicks to Stoudemire. Outside Pippen. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
You know, even though it was a down year for the Blazers in terms of their overall record last year, they still enjoyed quite a bit of success at home. It's one of the better home court advantages in the league.
The Magic making a switch here. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Corey Maggette on the wing. Another shot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Portland.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
And that one falls for Maggette. And for the Blazers, as you said, not the year they wanted. But, Steve, they still managed to finish 22-19 here in Portland.
Well, it was a young team, very talented starting 5, but very little depth. And I think over the course of an 82-game season, the lack of bench help really cost Portland. But a lot to be excited about, some good young talent, and a home court that traditionally has been very positive for this team.
You know, for now, the Trailblazers are still the basketball team in the Pacific Northwest. You know, Seattle made a strong push to acquire the Kings, made a record bid, but the owners decided that Sacramento had done its part to keep the Kings, and so Seattle has to wait.
Now here's Stoudemire. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here are the Magic now. They trail by 11. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Outside Williams. Kicks to Maggette. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds, Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. And Clark, going back, you know, the Blazers, one of 3 teams in the Pacific Northwest. You also had the Sonics in Seattle, and Steve, you know, the Vancouver Grizzlies.
And I think those 2 cities, particularly Seattle, Kevin, are strong contenders for a new NBA franchise. Of course, Seattle almost ended up with the Sacramento Kings, but when Sacramento was awarded the franchise, a lot of people felt like it was only a matter of time before Seattle would be granted an expansion team.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
And that's bringing it down hard. Now here's Williams. Rebound by Smith.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end.
Stoudemire. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Stoudemire's got 5 points now this quarter. The Magic trail by 16. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Maggette, guarded by O'Neal. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Portland's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Stoudemire outside. Six on the shot clock. And the rejection by Wallace. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. And the Trailblazers making a change here. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
Orlando with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Outside Williams. Corey Maggette on the wing. Again, the miss by Maggette.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
The drive by Anthony. The feed to O'Neal. His first shot coming late. And Maggette pulls it down. The Magic trail by 14. All sorts of time. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Maggette's got 5 points now in the quarter. For Portland, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Outside Anthony. Smith dishes to Anthony. Five to shoot. Pass to Atkins. For three. Rebound by Wallace. The Magic have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. It's tipped. Taken away by Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Now the pass to Atkins. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there. Well, the Magic ended up with just 20 wins on the season, which would be the worst record in the NBA last year, but they at least weren't dead last when it came to wins on the road. Still tied, though, for 3rd worst in the league.
Now here's Stoudemire. He's got 5. Back to Smith. Shot to end this cold run. Jump shot is good. Smith's got 5.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
When you're a team like the Magic last season trying to find an identity in a rebuilding year, yes, Steve, it can be hard to gel as a cohesive unit on the road.
Well, the whole year it seemed like, you know, a lot of the team was trying to figure out the kind of the nuances of the team dynamics, of the talent, of the new coaching staff. And it's frustrating when you're just getting beaten up every night. But you got to go through that to grow as a group. And hopefully this team can be a little better on the road this season.
2 on the clock. The Trailblazers rebound. Here's Wallace. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, it seems like they're getting a little fat and sassy here, complacent in the second quarter.
Fat and sassy. Come on, Clark. I mean, we're seeing their free throw attempts diminish, but I don't know about calling them fat and sassy. That seems kind of harsh.
And the first one drops. The Magic making a switch here. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Magic trail by 12. Parker outside. Pass to Armstrong. Back to Parker. Shoots the 3. Hits the bucket.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Stoudemire. He's got 5. Pass to Wells. He's against Parker. Passes it to Atkins. And he banks in the layup. He has 6. Here's Armstrong. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Trailblazers lead by 11. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome to a Thursday edition of the Halftime Report. Portland with the lead against Orlando. And give them credit defensively. They're boxing out, controlling their defensive backboards. Big first half for Scottie Pippen. He's got a dozen points, and he's had some good court vision, helping out in the assist department as well. For the Magic, they haven't had the same luck. Defensive rebounding, a big problem right now. They just can't control their own backboard. Corey Maggette with a rough first half. An unsightly, untimely shooting percentage. Ugly game. And that'll be all for now. Thanks so much for joining us. The third quarter, just about to get underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Looking at the game Pippen has been having, 12 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
There's the pick. Back to Smith on the wing. Wallace. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Wallace has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Portland. And here's Armstrong. Maggette the pass to Armstrong. Back to Maggette. 6 to shoot. This is to Williams. From about 16. Good as the jump shot falls.
Tell you what, it's a huge plus to have him making shots like that.
Trailblazers leading by 11. And a minute played as the second half gets going. He kicks it to Smith. He passes to Wells. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Come on, you can hit this.
First free throw is good. He's off on the second. The Magic trail by 12. Now Maggette. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Armstrong against Smith. Good. Smith's got 7. And so here's Orlando. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Feeds it to Williams. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Maggette. Offline with his 3.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
There's the pass to Atkins. Wells passes to Smith. Shoots it up. And that one hits back iron.
That's one he knows he should have made.
The dish now to Williams. He feeds it to Maggette. Defended by Wells. From the post. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Stoudemire against Armstrong. Misses off the left iron.
Now, he thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
Out to Maggette. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Trailblazers leading by 11. Back to Stoudemire. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It should be a three-point play.
Well, what I like about him, Kevin, is his ability to shake a defender loose off the dribble and find a high-quality shot for himself. He is a very slippery player.
And the other most noticeable thing about him to me is his passing. I mean, he makes things so easy for his teammates. All they have to do is get to the right spot on the floor, and he'll get it to them.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
Here's Armstrong. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Nice work there coming off the screen. Armstrong's got 6.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now here's Stoudemire. 8 points for him. Smith outside. Back to Stoudemire. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Grant, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 14. Number 31, headed by Stoudemire. There's the screen. He dishes it to Parker. Trying his luck deep. Good on the shot. Parker's got 6.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Of course, they have to stay hot, but if they do, I think you're right, Clark, particularly if they can convert defense into offense.
And here is Wallace following the 3 from Parker. Stoudemire attacking. Kicks it to Grant. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Grant's got his second bucket. The Magic trail by 13. Here's Armstrong. 6 points for him. The feed now to Parker. Tries it from 19. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
The Magic making a switch here. Trailblazers leading by 11. Smith with it. He's got 7. Pass to Atkins. Back to Smith. Wells passes to Grant. And that one's good. Grant's got 6 points in the quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
So it's Orlando now, trailing by 13. Passes it to Mercer. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Now here is Smith. The pass to Atkins. Pass to Smith. Clock at 6. Teardrop shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Smith's got 9 points.
Yeah, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
1:14 left in the third. Number 31. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. 6 points for him.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
No good from Atkins.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Number 31, defended by Atkins. Number 31. The three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers leading by 9. Here's Wells. No good with the layup. For Orlando, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Pass to Mercer. Number 31. It's off, and we've reached the end of the third. Portland out in front, leading by 9. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Portland.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
Now here's Williams. Corey Maggette on the wing. Back to Williams. Dishes to Parker. Orlando moving the ball around. Fires from deep, and the basket good. Parker's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Orlando.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Now here's Pippen. Wallace outside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
The Magic trail by 9. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Outside Williams. Maggette guarded by Pippen. Shoots a fader. The putback.
You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those things has been rebounding, Clark, because they have really come out and taken control of the boards.
Anthony drives in. And Scottie Pippen the bucket on the assist by Anthony. And it's a 12-point Portland lead. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. Corey Maggette on the wing. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. The Magic making a switch here. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Smith the pass to Wells. He kicks to Wallace. Wallace on him. From 6 feet. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Feeds to Armstrong. They set the screen. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Jermaine O'Neal is checked in for the Trailblazers. Wells, he's covered by Armstrong. Passes it to Atkins. The dish to O'Neal. Number 11. Orlando grabs the miss. Outside Williams. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And that one's good by Maggette. Trailblazers leading by 10. Smith the pass to Wells. Back to Smith. Pulls it up. And that one's on target from the wing. Now a timeout called by Orlando. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He was not at all satisfied with their effort levels, saying, we're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it. Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
Great open look there.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Lays out. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. He feeds it to Williams. He passes to Maggette. Back to Williams. He dishes it to McGetty. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wallace, and the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, most of all, I just love the work he puts in on the offensive glass. So many of his points come on putbacks just because of sheer hustle.
And something else he does that I know is underrated and undervalued is he sets very hard screens. Those screens are a real key component of a lot of the plays they run.
Now a timeout called by Portland. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your
body, and I think we ought to drink some Gatorade here too. I thought I noticed some slip-ups here the last couple minutes from your end on the play-by-play.
Portland with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. That's tipped. Kicks to Smith. Puts up a 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Armstrong gets to McGetty. All alone. No good off the front iron.
He has not been on his game, and you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
And there's the pass to Wells. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
From deep. And that one's good by McGetty. McGetty's got 7 points for the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
So it's Portland now. 10-point lead. No good. So Orlando will take it the other way.
Still a close game here, though. That's surprising considering they're rarely grabbing any rebounds.
Williams dishes to Armstrong. And there's the feed to Wallace. Stolen by O'Neal. Pass to Smith. Smith left side. Pass to Atkins. Number 11. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 12. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Armstrong. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. O'Neal's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Number 11, Wallace covering. Number 11, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
On the wing, Wallace. Dishes it to Williams. He kicks to Armstrong. 4 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. And that one goes long. Trailblazers leading by 14. Smith the pass to Wells. Here's Atkins. Misses in close.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Armstrong kicks to McGetty. The shot from the low post is good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Here's Grant. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
You got this, baby, yeah!
The free throw drops for Grant. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Orlando's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Number 18, covered by Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. There's the double team with Pippen. From the arc. No good from Mercer.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over him.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.